Hi guys, I'm back. This is the last of a three-part series on Utqiagvik. Initially, we have seen how cold the place is and even with the start of the year, and even in summer where the weather is cold. We have learned what Kibiak is, the gathering of the native Alaskan to foster strong alliances and camaraderie among themselves, and we have seen how they celebrate a successful whale hunting, which is known as Nalukatak, commonly known as the blanket toast. Now I'm sharing with you the native Alaskan whale harvesting as well as their beautiful and fantastic northern lights that dance in the dark sky. So without further ado, let's return to Utqiagvik. These last 4 months are characterized by a lot of snowing. Temperatures go down to negatives from negative 20 degree Fahrenheit to negative 30 to 36 degree Fahrenheit. All residents of Utqiagvik just allow snowing to happen and just let it be. The next day or maybe several days after, snow covers most structures in Utqiagvik. A number of cars parked at home appear like snow sculptured pieces of art or any object for that matter that has been gobbled up by snow. Everywhere, which were once a place with muds, slushes, potholes, and a pool of water in some parts of the roads, are now all covered with snow. In just a matter of days or a few weeks, the snowfall has transformed Utqiagvik into a seemingly another place. A truism that shows how unpredictable the weather in this little town is. Roads become snow-carpeted passage to elsewhere. One may think it is leading to heaven as the road merges with the sky. Even the sea that has melted a few months ago is frozen once again. If one has to spend sometimes in the cold outside of the house, in a matter of seconds, his hair fingers will turn stone cold and numb. One has to wear layer upon layers of clothing to bear the coldness of the weather, or a thick and strong jacket for that matter. Winter is an opportune time for sled dogs to be running in the cold, where in some areas it is still being used for transportation. In a big city like Anchorage, sled dogs are basically for racing, such as the rail and grueling sporting event of the Audi Tarad. These last 4 months will also see wrestling matches and volleyball competitions, both indoor games at the Barrow High School gym. Local volleyball players will also compete with players from villages and communities. There are matches played by the Barrow players against the residents of Utqiagvik, honing their level of skills, thus making them more competitive and stronger in any events or tournaments. During the months of October to November, when the sea has frozen considerably, whaling will begin again. It is a follow-up of the initial whale harvesting season during the months of April and May. Whale hunting is based on quota system, which accounts for the population and growth of the bowhead whales. The hunt is monitored strictly by the International Whaling Commission. A violation of the guidelines imposed would merit strict penalties and punishment, with a felony charge and heavy fines and jail time in some cases. There are two phenomena in Utqiagvik: the 67 days of 24 hours polar night, wherein one experiences going to bed at night and wakes up still in darkness. The sun goes down almost always on the 18th of November to rise again on the 23rd of January. The other phenomenon is the so-called summer solstice or midnight sun, where sunset is also the sunrise. It is a 24-hour daytime that lasts for 3 months or over 80 days of uninterrupted daylight. November and December could be the good months for watching the northern lights as it dances in the dark sky. It usually appears beautiful after midnight when the temperature is at its lowest cold that seeps right deep into one's bone. The year-round activities in Utqiagvik ends with a fantastic display of fireworks along the Stevenson Street, just between the frozen sea and the frozen Barrow Lagoon. From September to December, as the days and months roll by, snow continues unleashing its coldest blast, throwing temperatures up and down in the negatives and once in a while, or every now and then, to their lowest, that sends residents shivering in coldness. Also, mounds of snow gather on doors of houses, alleyways, and on walls of building structures, or cover cars completely in its entirety, as it has always been. This is Utqiagvik, a little town in Alaska, 1,300 miles away from the North Pole, where living and coexisting with extreme and harsh cold weather conditions is a way of life. If you find this travel video interesting, please click on the subscribe button and the bell notification so I can create another equally interesting travel video and notify you as well. If you have any questions or comments, please write them down below and I will address them accordingly. And don't forget to share if you will, please. Have a nice day, guys, and see you on my next travel video.